Welcome to English, Please, the podcast where we explore captivating topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live and work in New York City, and I'm a language enthusiast who has always been interested in the best ways to learn a new language. First of all, thanks for listening. As I said in episode 35, I'm sending occasional newsletters to assist you on your journey to fluency. If you're interested, you can sign up in the show notes. I also mentioned that in a future episode, I'm going to answer questions that I've received since I started English Please over a year ago. If you have a question, please send it either through the newsletter sign-up at comullen.com/pod or send it directly to english.please.podcast@gmail.com. I'm still working through the many amazing questions I've received about learning English, about New York City, and about many other topics. I think it's going to be a fun episode, so please keep sending your questions. Now, on with this episode. When I was growing up, I lived in New Orleans for several years. Although I'm in New York City now, I still visit New Orleans occasionally, and sometimes during the Mardi Gras season. The day of Mardi Gras happens on a different date each year, and this year it's on March 5th. And since that's coming up, I'd like to talk about this unique, colorful time in New Orleans. Every year, New Orleans transforms into a vibrant place filled with parades, music, and elaborate costumes as visitors arrive from all over the world. However, beyond the celebration is a deeply rooted history, a rich cultural tapestry, and traditions that date back centuries. For those unfamiliar with New Orleans, Mardi Gras is much more than just a party. It's a unique expression of history, community, and artistic expression. Mardi Gras, which means Fat Tuesday in French, has its roots in European Catholic traditions. It's the final day before Ash Wednesday, which is the start of Lent. Lent is traditionally a period of reflection and fasting that leads up to Easter. The concept of indulging before a time of sacrifice dates back to medieval Europe, particularly in France and Italy, where extravagant feasts and masquerade balls were held before Lent. Oh, a masquerade ball is a kind of party, and people at the party wear masks and costumes to hide who they are. French explorers brought the Mardi Gras tradition to North America in 1699 when two French-Canadian brothers landed near present-day New Orleans. They named their landing site Pointe du Mardi Gras because they arrived on the date of the holiday. In the years that followed, the celebration grew within the French colonies, and masquerade balls and small parades became annual events. When New Orleans was officially founded in 1718, Mardi Gras continued to evolve. By the 19th century, the festivities had become bigger, incorporating large parades arranged by local groups known as crews that organized the events. Crew, spelled Krewe, is a word used for Mardi Gras organizations, and honestly, it's not heard very much outside of New Orleans. I'll talk a little bit about this in a moment. The word sounds just like the more common word crew, spelled Crew, that is used for a group of people working together on a ship, plane, or other vehicle. Today, Mardi Gras is deeply woven into the cultural identity of New Orleans, blending French, Spanish, African, and Creole influences into an unforgettable spectacle. Although Mardi Gras is technically a day on the calendar, When we refer to Mardi Gras, it often means the Mardi Gras season. In New Orleans, the season officially begins on Twelfth Night, which is January 6th, and it lasts until Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras the day, which falls on a different date each year based on the Christian calendar. The weeks during this period are filled with parades, balls, and parties that grow in intensity and grandeur. The day of Mardi Gras is the peak of the celebrations as the city erupts in a final burst of energy. Parades reach their biggest scale, and the city streets are full of masked people celebrating. People from all walks of life come together to celebrate, momentarily escaping the ordinary. The city of New Orleans is filled with excitement. The colors are dazzling, and the sense of unity is strong. It really shows the power of tradition, community, and the joy of celebration. And it leaves a lasting impression on anyone who experiences it. I mentioned crews earlier. Crews are private social organizations that plan and host Mardi Gras parades and parties. Some of the most famous crews include Rex, Zulu, Endymion, and Bacchus. Each crew has a unique history, theme, and customs, and they often choose a king and queen to lead the festivities. The crews are responsible for designing parade floats, organizing marching bands, and ensuring that every parade is a spectacular affair. Oh, parade floats are vehicles or platforms that move through the streets in the parade with people in costumes and elaborate decorations on them. One of the fun parts of Mardi Gras parades is the tradition of throws. Riders on the floats toss things like necklaces, cups, coins called doubloons, and small toys into the crowds. These items are called throws. While necklaces made of plastic beads are the most common items, or throws, there are also more elaborate items in some parades. Masks and costumes play a crucial role in Mardi Gras. In fact, it is illegal for people on the parade floats to remove their masks during the parade. This tradition dates back to the early days of Mardi Gras, so people from different social classes could celebrate together without revealing their identities. Many people also dress in extravagant costumes featuring sequins, feathers, and bright colors, enhancing the carnival atmosphere. A delicious Mardi Gras tradition is the king cake, a sweet pastry decorated with purple, green, and gold sugar, the official colors of Mardi Gras. These colors represent justice, purple, faith, green, and power, gold. Hidden inside the cake is a plastic baby symbolizing luck and prosperity. The person who finds the baby in their slice is responsible for providing the next king cake or hosting the next party. The parades of Mardi Gras are the most famous attraction. Each crew presents a dazzling show of parade floats, marching bands, and costumed riders. Some parades are held during the day, while others, like Endymion and Bacchus, take place at night, lit by thousands of twinkling lights. Many first-time visitors associate Mardi Gras with the French Quarter, which is the most historic part of New Orleans. But most of the parades take place in other parts of the city, particularly along St. Charles Avenue and Canal Street. In fact, the French Quarter is more famous for its street parties, where people gather in colorful outfits and enjoy live music and dancing. Mardi Gras is not just a cultural event. It's also very important for the economy of New Orleans. In fact, each year it generates hundreds of millions of dollars for the city. In addition to its financial benefits, Mardi Gras also creates a strong sense of community. The weeks of preparation, from building parade floats to creating elaborate costumes, bring together locals from all backgrounds. It's a time when families, friends, and even strangers unite to celebrate a shared heritage and a love for the city. Whether you come for the parades, the music, or simply the energy of the crowds, Mardi Gras offers an experience unlike any other in the world. If you've never visited New Orleans, witnessing Mardi Gras is an unforgettable way to see a culture that thrives on celebration and community. I hope you were able to understand most of the English in this episode. As always, there's a transcript available to help you with your understanding. You can find the link in the episode notes. Try to listen again with the transcript to help with anything that wasn't clear. Again, I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's embark on an adventure together in clear, understandable English. Sincere thanks, as always, for listening. See you soon!